What is up, guys? So for today's video, I'll do a different thing, which is basically installed on my phone. It is actually the Nobel ROM based from the Galaxy Note 7, and right now I'm using the 3.0 UX port. So first things first, you'll get almost all the feature of the Galaxy Note 7, the real one. However, your phone won't explode, okay? Basically, what I did to install the operating system is that first is that I factory reset the phone. Second is to install the TWRP by flashing it using ODIN. After that, I booted back to the download or to the recovery part of the phone. Assuming that you already have a rooted phone and then a working TWRP, or basically the recovery, customized recovery of your phone, you just install the operating system, okay, and then next would be the kernel. After that would be the debloat script. After like 10 to 15 minutes of waiting, my phone welcomed me to its welcome screen, of course, so I have to like set up everything, my Samsung account, and that's it. After that, it welcomed me to the home screen. So the phone will welcome you with its default home screen. Now the good thing about this video is that I'm using this ROM for almost 2 weeks already, and I could say that the phone is pretty fine, and you know, I will give you the positive things that I can say about this operating system. First would be the performance. My phone is a bit faster, smoother, and I couldn't complain anything for a 2-year-old model device. Though my phone is just a little year old, I noticed that there were some lags, especially if the phone gets too hot. And when I say too hot, it literally means like 71 degrees Celsius based on the phone temperature app that I used. The phone can still manage to perform smoothly even if it is hot. Did you know that I'm editing some of my videos on my phone, and it perfectly went fine. Even this video was edited using this phone because I don't have a laptop with me right now, so I have to deal with it. In connection to the temperature, the phone will get hot while I'm using certain applications such as the camera, which is, I guess, normal, and some applications such as Musical.ly, if you know that application. The rest, such as YouTube, browsing the web, texting, and you know, doing Facebook, is just fine, so good job for that. Now let's go on to the camera. So for this, I noticed that it's a bit noisy compared to the stock operating system. I guess it has something to do with the software and hardware of the phone being not optimized with each other. So here are some of the few shots that I captured using the phone. As what you can see, the details of the picture is not that clear, but I guess with the other pictures it's really bearable. And here are the shots of the stock operating system. As what you can see, the picture is much clearer, much more details into it. Here are some few more pictures. Now let's go on to the battery. Considering my phone is still using the battery when I got this, it tends to last a bit shorter than the stock operating system, and probably you know the reason. The operating system itself is not optimized for the hardware of this phone. On-screen time averages from 3 to 5 hours for a light to average use, while for heavy usage such as filming, editing, and playing games, it could barely reach 2 hours. And again, this may have something to do with the age of my battery. Good thing is that fast charging is here to stay.
and it does the job pretty well. So for the application, you still have the S Pen features of the Note 4. No GIF making or GIF making yet, just like the Note 7. The rest is pretty much the same. You have the S Note from Samsung and a few of their apps, such as the Galaxy App Store. I noticed that this OS doesn't have most of the Google apps, such as Chrome, Gmail, and YouTube, as well as Play Music, so on and so forth. So if you need those application, you have to download it in the Play Store. Also, you'll be able to download themes from Samsung's store, and you have few choices to choose from which the Note Edge user and other older flagship devices doesn't have. You'll have other fancy Samsung apps such as the People Edge, App Edge, just to name a few. And you can also now record phone calls without installing third-party application. It's now built in. As what you can see, there's a record button available on top of the speaker icon. Now let's move on to the features that aren't working when you install this operating system. Let's start with the fingerprint. Now the phone won't recognize your fingerprint anymore, and you'll encounter an error message. So if you can't live without a fingerprint scanner, stay away from this operating system. You have other alternatives such as the PIN or password and pattern, or even drawing in the accessibility feature of this operating system. Now let's proceed with the camera. Now in the camera, you'll see in the left side of the phone that it shows a black bar. So the camera is actually using the screen, or the part of the screen where the old Note Edge panel used to be located. So it's now fully working except for the black bar in the left side of the screen. Next would be the always on display. You know that the S7 Edge or the newer Galaxy flagships have this always on display, but with this operating system it doesn't work. It will make your screen unusable if you leave this on and then you allow the screen turn off by itself. Also, the night clock is not working anymore with this operating system. So it's one of the features that I'm missing actually when I started using this Nobel ROM. Though they mentioned that there's a fix for that, I even tried it, but it didn't work. So I decided to just turn it off and use my phone normally. There you have it, guys. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you do enjoyed it and find it helpful, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you have questions, please do leave that in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer that. And all the links related to this operating system will be found in the description of this video. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!